3 judges. 8 precious aprons. Just 1 Masterchef.
Masterchef is arguably the best-known cooking show on television. It stars award-winning chef Gordon Ramsay, who hosts alongside Aarón Sánchez and Joe bastianich. The show invites amateur cooks into the kitchen and gives them a chance at winning the $250,000 grand prize to begin their journey in the much-sought-after world of culinary. All they have to do is wow the judges with unique and great-tasting dishes. And, of course, survive Ramsay's barrage of criticisms when things heat up in the kitchen. Though the show has been a favorite for almost a decade, it seems that MasterChef may be getting canceled, with the fate of Season 11 still up in the air. Before we get into the reasons why the show is on the chopping board, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos about your favorite movies and TV shows. The ratings. Next year, Fox will be launching a number of new series such as Big Bounce Battle, Filthy Rich, Housebroken, The Masked Dancer, and more. This wave of new shows indicates that Fox is looking for a fresh start of sorts. So, with that in mind, it could be that the network may be cutting ties with the older shows that have begun to dip in ratings. The last season of MasterChef averaged a 0.76% rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, accumulating 3.5 million viewers countrywide. Though those are pretty solid numbers, when compared to Season 9, the ratings have dropped by 24%. With Hell's Kitchen signed on for a 20th series, it may point to Fox already having their fill of cooking competition shows going into 2021. Fox faced criticisms earlier this year over the coverage of the 2020 virus, where it was claimed that the guests were dismissing the seriousness of it in the early days. Many accused Fox of spreading this misinformation on purpose to impact the Trump administration. Whether it was true or not, this could be the reason for the decline in ratings compared to last year. The 2020 virus. One significant impact to MasterChef's future has been the outbreak of the 2020 virus. It has posed health risks to film crews and potential contestants, as well as causing scheduling and travel disruptions for the judges and producers. Over in Australia, production on other popular shows such as The Voice, The Bachelor, and the upcoming Big Brother reboot have been postponed until further notice. Fortunately, production on MasterChef has been allowed to go forward. The reason why they have been so lucky could be down to the fact that they started filming in January, just before the health guidelines and restrictions were implemented. After those restrictions were in place, the production team adapted extremely quickly to abide by the rules, as well as get the show completed. Remarkably, social distancing isn't in effect on the show. Instead, there are more hand sanitizer stations located close by, as well as more hand-washing sinks. The spaces between cooking stations have been increased, but sharing the equipment will still be okay as long as the contestants are wearing the gloves provided by the production team. We are all used to seeing judges digging into the same meal to give their opinion, but with the emphasis on eliminating any chance of contamination, each judge will have their own separate portion prepared. So you may be thinking, if American MasterChef followed the same guidelines, then there would be no problem. Well, that may not be the case. First of all, the Australian version had begun production much earlier than the American counterpart. This makes it harder for a network to back out because they have already put a sizable investment into the project at that point. The most important reason why Australian MasterChef is getting a new series and the American version is yet to be determined is because the virus is far less intense in Australia compared to the States. This doesn't rule out another season of MasterChef in the US, but it does mean it will face difficulties and obstacles if it is given the green light. Radio silence from everyone. It's strange that Fox hasn't made any official announcement for the next series yet. Back when Season 10 was announced, its 9th season hadn't even ended. At the time, the network, Endemol Shine, and Gordon Ramsay all announced through tweets that the multi-award-winning show was returning. This time, though, we haven't heard anything, even with Season 10 already concluded. In fact, there have been no official announcements whatsoever, which doesn't look good for the future of the show. none of those involved in the show have shared any updates for the next season. Usually, if celebrities or producers do not tweet, it's to avoid spoiling a planned announcement. In the case of Masterchef, it seems the lack of shared information is down to there being nothing conclusive to report. By now, we would be expecting to see TV and online interviews that generate buzz about season 11. When it comes to marketing, it is crucial that a show has this steady buildup of interviews and celebrity appearances to ensure high ratings are achieved from the very first episode and beyond. Gordon Ramsay has recently announced that he will be giving veganism a try, which may be a result of the backlash he received after mocking vegans on Twitter.
And we'll go head to head and have an amazing cook-off.
Yep. Did they tell you I'm vegan?
Stop it. You're joking, come on. Stop the jokes, we'll do the jokes later.
I'm allergic to vegetarians.
Oh, I see.
I come out in a rash and my skin starts getting irritated.
If Gordon is serious about his announcement, how will this affect his position as a judge on the show? It seems unlikely that producers will restrict the menu to vegan dishes only. Health risks and poor treatment. Last year, the UK Masterchef series had a very controversial moment when TV celebrity chefs John Turturro and Greg Wallace were nearly poisoned by salmonella after being served raw chicken. Though this happened in the UK, the story spread across the globe and gave the Masterchef brand a reputation for serving up food unfit for consumption, something that a cooking show does not need. Twitter users dubbed it as Chickenella Salmonella, a joke that is still connected to the series to this day. In 2018, MasterChef was put under scrutiny when some of those who took part in the auditions, despite signing non-disclosure agreements, shared their harrowing and stressful experiences. One described how she was crammed in with 300 people in an audition room, while producers chose the kookiest and most interesting people. She said that she even had to fill out her backstory and was advised on how to make it sound better for television. These damning claims, whether true or not, brought a negative focus on the treatment of the contestants and may have contributed to the show being canceled. Indications MasterChef will return. What makes a MasterChef return look promising is that there is currently a link on the website with all the future audition dates. For any interested amateur cooks out there who want to show off your cooking skills, the casting is scheduled for October in Los Angeles, Atlanta, Georgia, Boston, New York, Chicago, and Houston.
New York City!
Los Angeles! Chicago!
Masterchef is looking for the best amateur home cooks in America.
Only a handful will get to prove themselves to 3 of the biggest names in the culinary world.
If Fox were planning on canceling the long-running series, why would they offer so many audition days?
They'll serve under the stars, as well as for them.
This is the biggest cooking competition show in America.
It's a battle for the title of MasterChef, $250,000, and their own cookbook.
Though no announcements have been officially made, it is believed that the makers of the show have been analyzing the public's interest in another series, using Twitter and other online outlets to get a proper census. So, if you want to see a Series 11 of MasterChef, make sure you leave your comments below and share this video. If the producers see the positive feedback, it might just help get the next season off the ground. After 205 episodes and 10 seasons, is this the end of the beloved show? Until MasterChef gives out an official statement, fans can keep their fingers crossed. It seems factors that are hard to control, such as the 2020 virus, may be playing a big part in the uncertainty. If the US version takes a leaf from the Australian counterpart, then we could see season 11 air by the end of this year. It seems very unlikely that a family favorite that has been running for a decade and starring some of the best TV personalities would just fizzle out. If you have any theories on why the show might be canceled or when it could be returning, let us know in the comment section below.
I'm grateful for this experience because it really defined what I need to be doing with my life and what I'm passionate for, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on your favorite TV shows and tap one of the 2 videos on screen for another amazing video.